I don't know what's happening, Micheline. You're supposed to have me alone. Here we go. Okay. So we're rocking back and forward. We're making sure we're sitting on our sitting bones, because this is just like standing up straight. This is the mountain pose. First thing you do is just try to get your spine lengthening. You want to sit on your sitting bones, and then you want to feel the vertebrae from your lower back, your lumbar. You want to feel them lengthening. You come to the middle back, that's your thoracic. You want to feel your shoulder blades pulling together. And if they're pulling together, then your chest is going to puff, and your collarbones will open, and your shoulders will be back just by pulling your shoulder blades together. Then you have 7 vertebrae going into the neckline, going right up into the skull. The first 2, atlas and axis. And that's so very important to lengthen those vertebrae, because your spinal cord's going up there. And that's going to make you more alert. Your chin is slightly tilted down and pushed back, and that helps you to lengthen those 7 vertebrae that I'm talking about in the upper back, the cervical area. Then we call this number 7 the crown chakra, right in the center of your head, shooting up, and that lengthens your neckline here, away from your shoulders. So your shoulders are pressing down, your breastbone or your sternum is lifted, collarbone open, shoulders back. You're grounded from the lower torso, from the waistline down. You feel the ball in the heel of your feet, especially the inner heel and the inner ball mound, we call it. That's between the big toe and the second toe. You're pressing down into the floor so that you're grounding yourself. And then you're always lifting the upper torso up. That's why I talk so much about the spine, because gravity automatically is going to take you this way down, and you have to keep fighting that. You have to keep fighting that. You have to keep lifting up in your breastbone, your sternum, and in your spine. And then we're inhaling, expanding every time. This is just foundation. Every time you inhale, you expand all the way around, not just up here in the lungs or in the diaphragm, but let it spiral all around the kidneys. Let it spiral all in the back, and it comes all the way up. Now hold the skeleton in place, and we're exhaling through our nostrils right now. And exhale and feel it descend down. Now, when it gets down here at the navel, you're sitting on the sitting bones, and then you have that pubic bone that goes up. And pubic bone goes up into the navel. You have these lower abdominal muscles that go up into the navel. All of that happens on the exhale, and you're squeezing in, because the gluteus maximus, biggest muscle on you in the back, those fibers go like this. Fibers actually go right into the anus muscles. And then they make that U-turn, pubic bone up into the navel. That's real important to understand that all of that happens. So we're going to work this area right here, because breathing that's the key. That is the key. That's what's going to keep you more alert. So when you're inhaling, you're sitting up on your sitting bones, and you're pulling the upper torso up. Chest lifted, shoulder blades together. Now, when you exhale, I want you to tuck your gluteus maximus under and tilt that pelvic. Now you're not sitting up on it. You're tilting it and pulling the pubic bone up into the navel and pulling the rectus abdominal muscles up. These are the muscles below the navel, the abdominal muscles below the navel, up there, pulling them in. That's the exhale, collapsing. And then inhale, expand right here. Sit up on the sitting bones and really try to lengthen your spine. And don't forget, like a balloon, expand. And then exhale, tuck under, pull in at the navel like you're trying to get your navel to your spine in the back. Squeeze everything in. Inhale, sit up on the sitting bones. And then it lengthen those vertebrae. Exhale, you can blow it out your mouth now. So you can actually feel that tilt of the pelvic and the pubic bone going up into the navel. Inhale. Always inhale unless we're doing an exercise that you are inhaling through your mouth, but normal breathing is always inhaling through the nostrils. And then exhale, like you're blowing out a candle. And we really say that's one of the better ways to work on your inhale and exhale, Sharon, so that you can really concentrate on all your movements being an inhale and an exhale by really exhaling out your mouth and tilting the pelvic under, pulling the pubic bone up in there. And inhale and back up straight. Then we have a cleansing breath where it's the same kind of principle. You're expanding, but now we're working on getting toxins out of our system. So we inhale through the nostril, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you open your mouth and let it be from your throat and descend again. Pull in, pull in, pull in. But this releases everything. Inhale. Inhale. One more. Inhale. Now, to accent that and really to work on wringing out your intestines and pulling all the last little waste, it's like you got maybe just a little bit more waste down there, a little more toxins that you want to get rid of. You go A-E-I-O-U after you exhale. So now you are exhaling really A-E-I-O-U is 4 more. That's 8 counts on your exhale. No inhale in between that. Then start down here in the diaphragm again. So we start here, inhale. A-E-I-O-U. See, more, more, more. Then start again here. A-E-I-O-U. Inhale. A-E-I-O-U. And all of that is to get as much waste and toxins, let all that carbon dioxide out so that you make room for fresh air, fresh oxygen. Real important. That's why we say the exhale is more important than the inhale. Now, I'm going to just take about 3 exercises that are fundamental exercises in yoga. A lot of people have different names for them. I'm just going to use a layman term, cat and cow. I don't know if you've heard of it before, but That's a layman term. We already took that idea of that tucking the buttocks under and pulling the pubic bone up in nape. Now you're going to add putting the chin in the chest and rounding over like a cat. That's cat. Now, that's the exhale. Now, when you inhale, sit up, push the shoulder blades together, lift the chest and stretch the neckline here. Don't bring the shoulders up. Collarbone open, shoulders back. This is the inhale. 4 counts. Then exhale. You can exhale out your mouth to make sure you understand it, or you can exhale out your nostrils. But inhale through your nostril. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Pulling, separating upper torso from the lower torso. Then exhale, tuck the pelvic under, make a C shape or make that cat shape. Blow the air out, exhale. Pull the pubic bone up in the navel. One more time. Inhale. Shoulder blades together, stretch that neckline. Exhale. Put the chin in the chest, stretching those upper vertebrae, tucking the buttocks under, the gluteus under, pulling the pubic bone in the navel, putting the rectus abdominal muscles up in here so that you're really working your core. And then inhale and sit up straight neutral. Pushing the chin slightly back, getting that total straight line. And that's called cat and cow. That's a basic exercise that most all forms do in yoga, because they're all different styles of yoga. Folding over is when we do the same principle that we just did here, is putting the chin in the chest and exhaling. And then wherever you go, don't force any of the movements in yoga. Just let it happen. Fold over. And then you go down wherever. Now it's so close to cat and cow. That's why I took that first. Now you arch up. You lift your chest. This is your inhale through your nostrils. Shoulders back. Collarbone open and your arch. Then you fold. Exhale. You inhale. And you're pulling that lower back. Lengthening those vertebrae. And then stretch. Chest up. Your back is arched. Exhale. Chin in your chest. Fold. Inhale. And come all the way back up into body alignment. Shoulders in line with your hips. And exhale and relax. That's fundamental. Back is arched. Back is rounded and you fold all the way over. And that's to keep the spine loose. You have to keep your spine loose. And that's why you, whatever way instructor might do that, that's just to keep that flexibility in the spine so that fluid can flow up into the brain. All right, another one. Notice how close all of these are alike. It's just, again, the breathing. This is called goalpost, and some people call it cactus position. Now, what am I doing again? I'm pulling my shoulder blades together, and I'm just pushing my hands back. But see how I'm opening up? Because everything is for oxygen. So this is my inhale. Now I exhale and let my open up the shoulder blades and bring my elbows together. It doesn't matter how much, but just bring them together so you're here. Now they're open. Now you're pulling them together there. Now you open them and pulling them together in the back. Your shoulder blades. And this makes you be able to open up in your lung area and breathe better. Exhale. Now let your shoulder blades open. Now, with that movement, we can also take that head. Here we go. Inhale, stretch the neck. Exhale, putting the chin in the chest. pull, always. Exhale, pull the pubic bone up into the navel. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And relax your hands down. And then we just call this going to normal breathing. In other words, we automatically breathe. But the exercise we're doing is to strengthen, to make our breath stronger, make our lungs stronger. That's what this is all about. You're trying to strengthen your respiratory system. You're trying to make your lungs be stronger, your immune system. You know, that's why you're opening, because you have your thymus gland up here. This is your emotional gland. And a lot of people don't understand that when you're under a lot of stress, you're also stressing out your immune system. You're weakening it. So you have to keep this area open and keep this area strong. Collarbone open, shoulders back. Real important. Now, another one that's real important, that's done many different ways, is the twist, because you're wringing out your intestines again. This helps for elimination. So you take that left hand, cross it over, put the right hand in the back of the chair, just hold on to it. You see what I'm doing? See? Just holding onto the chair and keeping my legs parallel as I twist my upper torso. The first thing I do is start with those vertebrae. I inhale up and then exhale, pull the pubic bone up in the navel, pull the rectus abdominis up in the navel, and that's when I twist. Nothing's happening in these shoulders. It's a waistline I'm working. Now, what's happening in my shoulders is I'm pulling my shoulder blades together as I exhale. Now I inhale and I pull myself back around center again. Exhale, I change, put the other hand over, bring the other one in the back of the seat. Then I pull my spine up, open up my chest, exhale, pull the pubic bone up in the navel and twist from the waistline. Try to pull my shoulder blades together, and that keeps my chest open. And inhale and come back center. Let's do two more. Here, cross the left hand over, put the right hand in the back of the seat. I inhale up first, try to lengthen my vertebrae, and then I exhale, pulling that navel in, making room, pulling those ribs up out of the way so I can twist. Inhale, come back center. Exhale and change. Holding on. Now I'm always mirroring you, so when I say right, I'm talking about your right. Now I'm going left. Inhale, talking about your left. Exhale and twist. And inhale and come back center. So don't go opposite me. See, this is right. Is this not right for you? This is your left hand going over. So go to your right. Okay, bring your hands down by your side. Now let's inhale the arms up. As close as you can get them to your ears. Now, this is what I want you to concentrate on right here. Your forearm and your upper arm. Now, if you can get your arms up straight here, that's good. If you can get them straight into a V shape. But the word is straight. Don't have the bend up of the elbow. You're working on stretching and pulling up in the side obliques and the side, all the way up in the armpits, not the shoulders. See, never the shoulders. Then I'm stretching the triceps underneath the arm. And I'm keeping my chest lifted. Now, I ain't bringing my hands in. I'm reaching my fingertips. Everything is in a straight line. Then I'm going to exhale, twist my waistline to the right, your right. And then bring your arms down. Because the arms are just connected. Keep the chest up. You exhale, you pull the pubic bone up in that navel. So that's your twist. Now inhale, come back center. Armpits, chest. Exhale. As you exhale, the arms go down. That's what I'm talking about, breathing with the movements. When you inhale, the arms go up. And you're coming center. Exhale, twist, and the arms go down. Just the arms, the body stays up. One more time. Inhale, come center, armpits. Exhale, and they come down with the breath. Last time, inhale up, come center, and then exhale and relax the arms down. But exhale at the same time as the arms are coming down. Because what you want to do is feel that relaxation on the exhale. The arms come down, you are blowing the air out. That's all happening on the exhale. Let's bring the legs forward. And this here is to bend and extend the flexion in the knees, in the ankles. So again, you have this fluid in your joints, this synovial fluid. And you have to keep this moving. You should never sit over an hour without movement. That's what I'm saying. If you're at the desk 3 or 4 hours, you need to be doing some of this. Because you need to keep that blood flow. Just flexing and extending your legs underneath the, your desk. And slowly pull it in. Pull the other one in. And the same thing. When you do the flexing in and pointing, you're just doing normal. Then we call it normal breathing. Bring that foot up and just normal breathing. Flex and extend. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. At no time do I want you holding your breath. That's why I call it normal breathing, because we're breathing just automatically. Bring the leg up and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. Little rotations. And 1, 2, ankle, 3, 4, reverse it. 2, 3, 4, and down. Lift and 1, 2, 3, 4, reverse it. 2, 3, 4, and down. Then we go up in hip socket, in that ball and socket. Lift the leg up, work the thigh bone, and flex the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now don't wiggle your upper torso, it's just the socket. Should have no movement up here because you're down here in the socket of your thigh bone, where your thigh bone goes up into that hip socket. Take the left foot, flex the foot, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and reverse it. 2, 3, 4, and down. And that's all you're doing is warming up the sockets by doing those exercises. And those exercises are, what I'm saying, Sharon, are just normal breathing. Just inhaling and exhaling. But at no time in any of these exercises that I'm doing that you should be holding your breath. You're either inhaling on a movement or you're exhaling on a movement. Now, still working the groin area, we call it squeeze the inner thighs together, cross the hands. We call this Charleston, just layman term. You're just squeezing together. This is and inhaling. Then you exhale, allow the legs to open, but I'm here in the groin. I'm opening up the groin area. And then I turn my hands over to let my shoulders go back and my chest is up. But I'm doing an isolation movement. I'm not really working this area. This area is always just pulling up. I'm defying gravity, pulling me down. But this is the area that I'm opening, is my groin. Then I inhale, I squeeze my inner thighs together, my adductors. My chest stays up, my shoulders stay back. As I exhale, pulling the pubic bone up into the navel and allowing my sockets and the groin area, all of that to open up. I'm on the side of my feet to give that a stretch. So I'm stretching the side of my ankles. One more time. Here's my inhale. And then I exhale and let go. And allow the stretch to just happen. No force at any time. The exhale is a release. It is a let go. And inhale and come back parallel. And relax. But that's the kind of feeling that you want to have, is when you are exhaling, you are relaxing in the movement. Now I'm going to do one of our known postures, modified sitting in a chair, and that is called side angle. So we warmed up our hip sockets, so we're going to open up our legs, sit up on the sitting bones. Now everything that I've taught you, I'm going to go through it. The twist of the waistline, see, just isolating again, just twisting the upper torso only, and then pressing open in the groin area so we keep our legs open. Put the left hand inside of the palm up. Put the right hand on your hip. Mirror me. So you start in this position here. This is your inhale. Press open in your groin. Press your legs open. Now exhale and twist to the right. Twist that waistline. Now slide down on the left side. Twist and slide down. So your chest is open, your shoulders are back. Now salute with that right hand. Bring it up to your forehead. And then exhale, stretch that armpit over some more. Try to lengthen that armpit. Like you're pulling up out of that lower torso. Now bring your arm down, just let it come down. Now inhale yourself up. Breathe, because you need energy to get back up. And then when you get back up, exhale. Then change and take it on the other side. Put the right hand on the inside and the left hand on your hip. Now press open, inhale, lift, and press open at the same time. Then exhale, twist to the left. Now twist, don't go over yet. Twist the waistline first and then slide over to the right. Good. Now inhale and salute at your forehead. And then exhale, stretch that armpit. And bring your arm down and inhale yourself up. Breathe yourself up, back to the center. And exhale and change. Let's do it one more time. Hand on the hip. Right hand. Left hand pressing the left groin open. Inhale, press open. Exhale, twist to the right, twist your waistline, and slide down to the left. Inhale, salute with that right hand, bring it to your forehead. And exhale, stretch the armpit like you're trying to pull the upper torso on that right side out of that trunk area. Good. And bring the hand down. Don't get into the arm. Just bring it on down and inhale up your body. Inhale up your center. Let your extremities just relax, but use the breath to pull up your upper torso. Last time. Let's try one more time. Right hand on the inside. Left hand on your hip. Inhale, press open. Exhale, twist to the left. Exhale, pull the pubic bone up in the navel and slide down, pressing open. Then inhale, bring your hand to your forehead. And then exhale, try to stretch your armpit. Let your head go over to the right. You're not trying to keep your head up, you're tilting. Then bring the arm down and inhale your body up. You got to learn to separate. You're here like this, just bring the arm down and then inhale your body up. Breathe up your body instead of making it an arm move. Know that these work separate from this area. extremities. Arms and legs are extremities. You're learning how to separate the upper torso from the lower torso, from your core area. And pull up. Okay, good. And bring your legs back parallel. Again, you're sitting at that chair just to get that blood flow happening. Bring the leg up and then just rock it up and back. Flex it and rock it. Same thing, 7, 8 times. And change, inhale, and rock it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those of us who have knee problems, lift it up and straighten it and keep it straight not from the knee, don't push in the knee, but from the thigh bone to the leg. Feel that leg stretching, the whole leg straight as you lift it up and down. And then bend and down. Let's take it one more time. Inhale, straighten it, reach it out, bring your toes to you, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is just normal breathing. 7, 8. Inhale and down. But you're working up in the socket, just like, because they shoulder girdle is the same thing. It's a ball and socket. You're just upper arm, forearm are straight, and then you're working. Let's just try that. This is for the heart, strengthen the heart area and the lungs. Palms facing front, right in line with your torso, and you're bringing them up and down. Now, this is inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Expand, and then pull in. Breathe it. Inhale, exhale. But keep the arms straight. Don't let yourself bend at the elbow. Inhale, exhale. And that's the work making you strengthen the heart and keeping that chest breathing, making you strengthen your lungs. Real, real important. All the time, not some of the time. Inhale, you are expanding. Exhale, you are pulling in. Inhale, this is expansion. Exhale to pull in. Are there any questions on any of those exercises? Speak up, Sharon.
Yeah, I'm good. I got them a little better this time.
Okay, so it's cat and cow. That was the first one. Rounding like a cat. And then folding all the way over. Rounding all the way over. And then inhaling and arching up. And then your twist. These are ones you really should do every day. It's twisting from side to side, so that you're always working on making sure you can eliminate good. Last thing I like to work on is you getting up out of the chair. That's something, because it's like getting up off of the toilet seat, that you need to really work on so that you can not have to use your hands. You use your arms, because I can tell you, they're extremities, but you use them for momentum. You plant your heels down, reach your spine, and see, I'm up. And then all I have to do is push down into the floor, bring your arms down, push down into the floor. So you just work on pressing your buttocks down, pull the pubic bone up into the navel, push the hips forward. Knees are still relaxed. And you're pulling up your thigh muscles. And that's real important, just to get into that.
I'm finished.
Yeah.
I'm finished.
Yeah, that was good. So try to make sure you feel that happening. Stay up, don't go back down. We're finishing class up. So that's the key, is to put the weight into your heels every time that you get up. Get into a habit of not we call this locking your knees when you push back on your knees. Keep your knees relaxed and put the weight in your heels. The weight I'm talking about this gluteus maximus. Drop it down. Squeeze it in and drop it down and pull up here. The lower abdominal muscles. Chest is lifted. Collarbone open, shoulders back. And let's finish class. Inhale. Bring your hands together. Exhale to your heart. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Put the hips forward. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Darlene. Your class.
Thank you.
Thank you, Darlene. I enjoyed